Cows have eaten all they can eat out here. They've got it mowed down like a push mower. Let's go give them some fresh grass. We just put up some temp fencing out here again. This has grown up pretty good and it'll save me from having to mow it. Here they come. Let's go, cows. Come on. How do, Buttercup? Bucky. That's a good looking steer. Well, that should keep them happy for a few days at least. Get them a little bit more grass to eat. Next project is going to involve the pigs. So we've been using these water dish setups here for quite some time, and they've done a really good job. Filling them on a daily basis leads to spillage, which leads to what you see right here. They waller out big holes to lay in because it's nice and cool and damp. And looks like Baghdad out here with all the craters. So we're wanting to move away from this setup. The other con is, especially Bella back here, who is a giant pain, they like to hit the water dishes with their nose. Like they keep rooting underneath them to splash the water out. And we've put the lids on, but you still got to have the filling hole. And they can splash enough out to cool themselves down, and they'll lay in it. And they're splitting the buckets. And whenever they have babies and the babies start drinking, and with the feeder pigs, the water's not lasting all day long. So we saw a little while back, Pete from Just a Few Acres Farm uses 55-gallon drums, and he puts in a couple nipple drinkers on those. So we have come across some 55-gallon drums, and we've been using this method on this particular pig for about 4 days now, and it seems to be working great. They're wallering out a little bit where it spills from drinking, but they can drink all the way down to that level, and then that's it. The rest of the water down in there is heavy enough to hold the barrel in place. Now if I have to, I'll run a ratchet strap around to the fence if it's needed. So far it's not been needed, but we've went from 5 gallons of water in their bucket to now, I mean, they'd probably get 30 at least out of this before it empties. So this method seems to be working, so we're going to build a few more of those today for the feeder pigs and some of these other sows that we've got here, and start kind of moving over to that system. Now I will say we're only putting one nipple drinker in them right now. I will probably add another one a little bit lower for the little guys to drink out of once they start learning to drink. All right, we're going to come up about 12 or 13 inches from the bottom. It doesn't really matter how much exactly. Just want to make sure it's up off the ground good. We're going to drill a hole. This is a 1 3/4 inch Forstner bit. I think I'll come off that seam a little bit. That's nice. That's cool. I'll clean it out. Just gotta get my bit back in here. Sharp bits work a little better than these ones. There we go. All right, so we drill it that size because of this doodad. I don't remember what this thing's called. It's a plastic piece. I'll take it out of here and clean it off. That way you can see it a little better. I got these at Ace Hardware. They're about 16 or 17 bucks. The nipple drinker's only about 6. So let me get this out of here real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. So this here is this contraption. It's like a backwards threaded doodad. It's got a rubber gasket. My brain don't like to work backwards, but it just threads on and gives you a good solid surface to screw in. And you can get these holes in 1/2 inch and 3/4. This one is 1/2 inch and it works perfect for this. So I'm gonna hit this with some super clean real quick and clean it up because it's pretty nasty inside. Take it apart and clean it up real quick. I'm just gonna use some pipe dope. So this don't leak, hopefully. Of course, this pipe dope's kind of old, so we'll see. Good to go. All right, we're gonna put this on like that, okay? And it's backwards threaded. Is it started? Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna need that big pipe wrench, James. Please. I think it needs to go this way. Hold that right there. And I'll tighten this up inside. Let me see. Backwards threads. All right. I'll just tighten this up a little more. Good to go. That's all there is to it. Boy, that rainstorm is so close. You can almost see the rain across the field over there a little bit. It's been a nice breeze that cooled it down. Now the first lid we used had the little screw nuts that would come out. This one does not. It's just a solid plastic piece. So I'm just going to drill a hole in here to make it easier to fill so we don't have to take the lid off every time. I think I'll just put it over here. Easy. There we go. That's some nice thick plastic. What's up, buddy? Y'all are gonna really like this new one. All right, sport, come on. Back up. Alright, come on, goofballs. Thank you. James, run grab the hose so we can start filling this place, because they won't leave alone. Still got some leanage. Go for it. There you go. Nice job. Good job, piggies. Well, unfortunately, the pigs knocked over my tripod and broke my gimbal. And that's what holds my cell phone. So, very frustrating. But we got this filling up, and it's about to the nipple drinker now, so they're starting to get water out of it. But this is going to be much nicer. It'll keep them from doing what Bella's doing over here. Let me turn the camera around, I'll show you. This is what they do with their water dish. And that is why they do not last. Hey there, little buddy. Hey. These little piglets are doing really good. Unfortunately, we lost 4 of them, so we're down to 10. But these ones are doing really good. They're cute. Looks like his daddy a little bit. That Hereford blood. Yeah, they're all doing great. This one's hiding out in the house in here trying to beat the heat. Snoozing away. He's got like dairy cow markings, like a Holstein. I heard Mama calling. They going to town. Look at this little stinker. Oh, they're all out. I was just walking away, and here these little rascals done got out of their pen. What are y'all doing? So the 2x4 wire did not work. Mama ended up tearing it down. So we tried hot fence, and they tore that down, and it wasn't keeping them in anyways because they're too small to really get zapped. I don't think they make good contact with the ground, but they're heathens for sure. Over there in Daddy's pen. What are y'all doing? Goofy. Before I go, I wanted to show you a project we've been working on for a little while now, and it's almost done. And this is our new dining room table. Katie's putting a stain on it now. And it's looking good. It's about 4.5 feet wide and 12 feet long. And this is the underside, what we did under there. So I do not have plans for this table. We originally built this pretty much same design about 10 years ago. And we found plans on Etsy, I think it was. And we built that table. Now this one is built from that one, but I changed the design up a little bit. The one before called for 2x12s to have these scallops cut out of them for the braces on the legs. I just used 2x4s cut on a 45. Looks a little more rustic, which is kind of our theme anyways. You can build this table for less than 300 bucks. And that's the cool part. If you go to buy a wood table, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 minimum for just your basic unstained wooden table. And we try to live frugally. So originally when we built our first one, we built it for about 150. This one is just less than 300 because it's bigger, wood's more expensive now, and you know, with stain and everything being a lot more expensive. So we're staining the top. I think that was special walnut is the color, and then we're going to paint the base white. So your classic farmhouse look. But really excited to have this done. We've outgrown our other one. Our other one was about 8.5 or 9 feet long, and with all the kids, we fill it up now. So this is going to allow us to put 2 people on the end. So I usually sit at one end, and I have one of the little kids on one of them clip-on high chair deals that sits right next to me, and it's tight right now, but this will be perfect. So, and we've got room to grow should we need it, or if we have company or whatever. So pretty excited about that. We're looking forward to getting back into some of our more, you know, labor intensive farm projects we've kind of had on hold since the baby came. We've kind of gotten past a lot of the major appointments, kind of getting back into where there's just a couple appointments a week with her. She's doing really good, and we've finally got time to start doing some of our other stuff that we need to do. So we'll be in the next few videos jumping back on some of our farm projects and getting those wrapped up, and including the corral, getting it done, and putting up some fence and all kind of good stuff. So that's going to do it for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. See you next time.